believe in your day is already in the noon or morning. So today, guys, we're going to learn about gerunds and infinitives. Let's check it. Okay, so what is a gerund? What is a gerund? So what is the functions of a gerund? Yes, gerunds, we can use gerunds for real, concrete, and completed actions. So it means that gerund itu kita gunakan kapan? Ketika kejadiannya itu real, real itu artinya nyata, kemudian concrete, concrete itu ada, bisa dilihat, and then completed berarti dia telah selesai, complete. That's gerund. So let's go to the next one. Next, ma'am, how do we make a gerund? Gerund is the ing, we can call that ing forms of a verb used as a noun. Katanya, fungsi gerund itu apa sih sebenarnya? Fungsi gerund itu adalah bentuk ing, kata kerja ing yang digunakan sebagai noun. Dalam bahasa Indonesia itu biasa kita sebut itu adalah awalan atau akhiran ya. Misalkan kerja menjadi pekerjaan. Nah, itu dia. We can write in here pants. Di sini itu bisa, kalau dalam bahasa Indonesia we can call that imbuhan. Imbuhan. Jelek banget sih tulisannya. Imbuhan, ya udah deh, biarin aja. Nah, we call that imbuhan, misalkan pekerja menjadi pekerjaan. So how to make the gerunds? How to make the gerund? We can make it in here. The best form plus ing. The best form plus ing. The example, I enjoy learning English. So which one is the gerunds? The best form berarti kata kerja bentuk dasar plus ing. Yang di sini yang kita lihat adalah learning. Nah, kan yang kita lihat di situ adalah learning, so we call that a gerund. Saya menikmati pelajaran bahasa Inggris. If it is for the positive, kalau kalimatnya merupakan kalimat pernyataan. So to form negative gerunds, kalau negatif memang bagaimana? We can only just add not plus a gerund. Example, not speaking English well is the biggest problem in this country, katanya. Not speaking English well is the biggest problems in this country. So not plus gerund. Which one is the gerund? Speak plus ing. Speak plus ing. So not speaking. And I hope you understand. So let's go. The kinds of gerund. So, ma'am, where do we have the gerund positions? Where do we have to put the gerund in a sentence? This is the gerund positions. The gerund positions in a sentence. Jadi gerund itu posisinya dalam sebuah kalimat bisa, the first one is gerund use as subjects of the sentence, katanya. Gerund itu bisa digunakan sebagai subjek dari sebuah kalimat. Example, traveling might satisfy your desire for new experiences. Nah guys, kalau di sini the functions of the gerund itu sebagai subjek. Dia posisinya di awal karena apa? Travel plus ing. Perjalanan plus ing. Bisa satisfy. Bisa memuaskan keinginan Anda kepada experience. So the positions of gerunds di sini as a subject. Bisa juga eating is my big hobby. Eating is my big desire. Atau watching movie is my big desire. So that's the gerunds. You can make it by yourself. Okay? I hope you understand. Next. Gerund use as object. Nah, kalau yang tadi dia sebagai subjects, now we're going to make gerund use as object. Gerund use as objects. Example, they do not appreciate my singing. Katanya, they do not appreciate my singing. So, they di sini subject, do not appreciate itu predikat atau verbs. Kemudian my singing di sini sebagai objects. Ya, so gerund use as objects. Now, contohnya apa? Lagi I don't like playing a game. Ya, I don't like playing a game. You can make it by yourself. Memang di sini agak susah menulisnya. Sebenarnya bisa ya. Nah, itu dia. I don't like, masih banyak lagi. I don't like playing a game all day. Itu gaya. Now, let's check it out. Nah, ini gerund as objects of preposition. Jadi, ada juga gerund itu setelah objek, tapi sebelum preposisinya. Jadi, ada preposisi tertentu. So, what we call that prepositions? Preposition is a kata sambung. Kalau bahasa Indonesia di, ke, dari, itu yang disebut dengan preposition. Nah, kalau di dalam konteks ini, prepositionnya itu before, about, between, without, and many others. Ya, bisa kita katakan of, boleh, by, boleh. Nah, example, he is excited about playing tennis. So which one is the preposition? The preposition is about. The preposition is about, ya kan? Preposisinya itu adalah about. Di sini dia prepositionnya itu about. Prepositionnya about. Kenapa nggak bisa highlighternya? Prepositionnya ini about. Itu dia. Itu disebut dengan preposition. Kemudian gerundnya mana? Ya sudah, gerundnya adalah playing tennis. That's the gerund. Itu dia. Next. Bisa lagi nggak membuat yang lain? Bisa. You can make it by yourself. I believe that you can do that. Now let's gerunds after certain verbs. Jadi ada gerund juga setelah certain verb. Ya. Apa itu certain verb? Itu kata kerja tertentu, such as enjoy, certain, dislikes, practice, miss, and etc. Example, contohnya, I enjoyed playing. I enjoy playing with the cat, katanya. Saya menikmati bermain dengan cat. Kalau bahasa gue suka deh bermain dengan kucing. Now that's the gerunds after certain verbs. What is the certain verb, ma'am? The certain verbnya itu ini dia. Playing, sorry. Enjoy. Nah, I enjoy itu dia ada certain verbnya. Kemudian gerundnya yang mana, ma'am? Yang gerundnya itu you can see in here, gerundsnya itu adalah playing. Playing. There is no difference, guys. Playing. That's the highlight dulu. Playing. That's we call that the gerund after certain verb. Ya, ada lagi bisa I dislike, because this is verbs, atau he dislike me because I'm too beautiful. Wow, is that possible? I don't think so. You can answer by yourself. Now guys, let's check it out. What is the next one? Oh, that's the last for the gerunds, the functions, the positions of the gerunds in sentence. Now we are going to infinitives. What is infinitives actually? Infinitive itu apa sih sebenarnya? Infinitive itu kita gunakan ketika dia for unreal, berarti enggak tentu, or abstract, iyalah abstrak, enggak jelas, or maybe in the future. You can notice that maybe in the future, guys, mungkin kejadian yang ada yang akan datang. Unreal, reality, kenyataan unreal ya belum tentu. So, pasti dari infinitive itu ya belum tentulah, orang belum kejadian. That's the infinitives ya. So, how to make an infinitives? Let's check it out. Infinitive is to plus the simple forms of a verb, katanya. Infinitive tuh kemudian larinya kemana? Ya udah ke bentuk sederhana dari sebuah kata. Dari sebuah kata kerja. Bisa dikatakan di sini simple formnya boleh menggunakan simple present tense ya guys. Jadi infinitive is to the simple forms of a verb. Bagaimana cara membentuknya? How to make the formula? 2 plus best forms of the verb katanya. Yeah. So guys, I believe that you all, if I ask you directly, give me one sentence of verb. You can say, okay, ma'am, walk, and then see, singing, draw, read, run, write, learn, study, and many others. So in here, that's the form that is the best. That's what we call the best form of the verb. The best form of the verb. For example, I want to dance. Yeah, I want to dance. Nah, infinitifnya yang mana? To dance. To dance. Kemudian kalau mau buat negatifnya bagaimana, ma'am? Biasalah kalau udah ada positif berarti ada negatif. To form negative infinitive, use a not plus infinitive. Yeah, not plus infinitive. Example, he decided not to go to the party. He decided not to go to the party. Guys, lihat di sini, not to go, bukan to not go ya, but not plus, but, not plus infinitive. Okay, I hope that you already understand that well. Not. Udah mem highlight, udah 2 kali highlightnya. Okay, let's check it out. Now, where is the position in the sentence, ma'am? Ma'am, di mana sih sebenarnya posisinya di dalam sebuah kalimat? The first one is after adjective, setelah adjective. What is adjective, guys? Adjective is a kata sifat. Kata sifat berarti menyipatin dong. Ya, menyipatin sesuatu. That's adjective. What a kind of adjective? Easy, unhealthy, great, lovely, and difficult. Many others. Ma'am, how do we remember that? Yes, you should remember. You should remember one by one. Little by little. That's of course. Example, it's lovely. It's lovely to meet you. Nah, itu after a certain adjective. Which one is the adjective? Lovely. It's lovely to meet you, katanya kan. So, which one is the adjective-nya, ma'am? Sorry, tadi which one is the certain adjective? Certain adjective-nya lovely. And then, which one is the infinitive? Itu to meet. That's the infinitive. So you should remember easy, unhealthy, great, lovely, and difficult. Or it's difficult to do the English. Or it's difficult to learn English. Well, I don't think so. It's easy. Do not use difficult. Please use easy. It's easy to learn English. Next. So after that, what else? After certain verbs. Kata dia tadi. Kalau yang pertama itu adjektif, nah sekarang ada kata kerja tertentu juga yang bisa kita gunakan. For example, wish. Which one is the pointer? Wish, a read, want, happen, and etc. Wish itu ingin, read membaca. Wish itu bukan want yang ingin, kalau wish dia berharap kayaknya ya. I happen to notice that you love English. Aku tuh kayaknya notice itu mengetahui bahwasanya engkau menyukai bahasa Inggris. So, which one is the certain verbs? Happen it. Kemudian infinitive-nya to notice. That's the infinitive. Okay, let's check it out. Infinitive position in a sentence. Kapan? When we'll use the infinitive, if it is we want to show purpose. Purpose itu adalah tujuan, purpose. Atau in order to, purpose for in order to, purpose tujuan sama ya. Contohnya, I studied a lot to pass the test. I studied a lot to pass the test. Nah, kata study di sini, kemudian ada kata to pass the last. Itu to pass the last, we can call that in order to. Jadi saya belajar keras untuk lulus the test. Ya. I come to your house in order to invite you. I come to your house in order to invite you. Nah, I come to your house to invite you. Sama, berarti showing a purpose. Check it out. What is the next one? Infinitives in the subject position. Sama dengan gerund tadi. The position is in the subjects. To live in the United States, it's my dream. Udah kejadian belum? Ya belum. Ya belum kejadian karena dia menggunakan infinitive tadi dia. Like I told you in the first, itu the previous ones itu adalah unreal. Ya, infinitives in the subject position. So, let's check it out, guys. Nah, ada juga, bisa juga setelah menggunakan to plus adjective or adverb plus infinitive sama aja ya. She's too young to vote. Yang mana adjektifnya? Yang. Tapi ingat, ini kalau ada kata to di sini, you should remember there is a word to here. Yang diikutin oleh apa? Yang diikutin oleh adjektif atau adverb. Baru verb infinitive. Ingat ya guys, to infinitive bisa aja disebut dengan verb infinitive. Example, she is too young to vote. Adjective or adverb plus enough plus infinitive. Example, they are old enough to vote. Sama. Kalau tadi we used to, kalau di sini kita menggunakan enough. Ini, wow, it's not really nice. Why we cannot see? Okay, I don't want to highlight it. I don't want it. So remember, adjective or adverb plus enough ya guys. Enough. Ma'am, what is definition of enough? Cukup. Kalau to tadi artinya adalah she's too young, terlalu. Kalau enough itu cukup. They are old enough to vote. So which one is the infinitive? Yes, of course. Infinitive-nya adalah to vote.